This is Kobe Bryant, and he is one of the best players of all time. Today, we're going to be giving his career to Shai Gilgeous Alexander to hopefully make him the GOAT and fulfill Kobe's legacy. We start off with Shai Gilgeous Alexander getting a ton of attention in just his high school season, where he decides to enter into the 1996 NBA draft. And with the 13th pick, Shai is drafted to the Hornets. But on draft night, he is traded to the Lakers, joining Shaquille O'Neal in LA. And it's clear during the offseason that Shai is very talented, but will definitely need proper guidance to become a star in the league. Where his rookie season is relatively average, displaying signs of being a great defender, but definitely does struggle on offense as he gets used to the NBA. Luckily though, Shaq is one of the best players in the league, and their first round matchup goes great, as him and Shaq begin to click on offense as they take down the Suns in a gentleman's sweep, rematching Karl Malone, Stockton, and the Jazz. And Utah are favorites to win it all as they take a 3-2 lead. Game 6 going down to the wire. 3 seconds here. 2 seconds. Shai forces up a tough midi and misses. I don't know what he's doing. Karl Malone on the cut. They get it to him. Malone, it's blocked by Horry. Finds Eddie Jones. Eddie Jones driving hop step. Tough bucket is good. Deep in the post is Karl Malone. That's free for him. He barely misses those. There we go, into Shaq. Shaq deep in the post on Osterrod. That's a tough bucket. Is missed. Can't get his own rebound. 4 seconds. They need a 3. Shai with it. 1 second. Shai from half court gets free. But it's going to be a disappointing end to the season for the Los Angeles Lakers. Luckily, just like Kobe, Shai is a very hard worker as he grinds hard in the offseason and reaches an 84 overall, where his game already takes a huge jump as he plays his first All-Star game versus idol Michael Jordan, as all his stats get boosted, averaging a solid 15 points a game, with Shaq continuing to make All-NBA teams, playing David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and the Spurs, where the Lakers look great in this series, as Shai begins to settle into a solid second scoring option, where him and Shaq take a 2-1 lead and have a chance to close out the series late in Game 4. 5 seconds here. Shaq sets a screen. Shai, 4, 3 misses. Into Tim Duncan. 4 seconds. Tim Duncan. Post spin. Great defense from Robert Horry. I believe that's Lakers basketball. But it seems like Shai wants all the starlight. Robert Horry, wide open three-pointer. It doesn't get much more open than that. And so the Lakers are headed back to the second round, playing Hakeem Olajuwon and Charles Barkley in Houston. And on paper, this Rockets team looks like they would be heavy favorites heading into this series. But it's the Lakers who hold a 3-2 lead and have a chance to take them out in the last minute. Clyde, driving inside, has a mismatch, taking it up and in with the left hand. Shaq wants it. Gets it out to Jones. Eddie Jones, a big-time 3 is missed. Shaq, the rebound over his idol Hakeem. But Hakeem playing some great defense. Between the legs, Clyde gets an easy mid-range. And just like that, the game is all tied up. Van Exel, 4-3. Buckets! Answers back. Clyde driving. Can't get it to go. Back out. Clyde, a midi is missed. Shai Gilgeous grabs hold the rebound. And these 2 free throws will make it his first 30-point playoff performance. 92% from the field. Meaning they will reach the conference final right after this Hakeem Olajuwon 3 that he falls over for, where they would rematch the Utah Jazz. This year, the series would be all tied up at 2 apiece, and the tie must break in Game 5. 5 seconds on the shot clock. He's going to have to make a move. He is going to pull a big-time 3 and miss. Rebound Campbell. It's blocked. I feel like this is what they need, this pick and roll with Shai and Shaq. This might be the only way to find a bucket. Shai looking for a foul as he hits a tough midi. Hornacek finds him. Malone drawing the foul. And so the Jazz take a 3-2 lead. But the Lakers will go back home still confident about reaching the finals as they force a huge Game 7 at home. This game will go down to the wire. Easley has it. Kick inside, puts up a tough layup, and gets the and one. A minute left, Lakers down 5. Now it's Rick Fox for 3, misses. Rebound Shaq though. Hornacek out to Key for 3, misses. Now it's Eddie Jones driving inside, pull up mid-range is good. Stockton driving floater, alert for John Stockton. Lakers kind of need a 3. Shai into Shaq, forces one up and misses. And so it would be another disappointing end to the season for Shai and the Lakers. Luckily, that deep run in the playoffs was amazing experience for SGA as he rises to an 88 overall. And his rise in overall shows as he solidifies himself as the second scoring option on the Lakers, almost averaging 20 points as he passes 5,000 career points, with Shaq continuing to be the leader of this Lakers team. Sadly, though, they would lose to the Utah Jazz for a 3rd straight season. So it's time for a change as they hire legendary coach Phil Jackson in hopes of finally bringing a title to LA. And things really look different for the Lakers as Shaq finally reaches his full potential, winning the MVP in 2000. SGA finally averaging over 20 points as he helps Shaq become the best player in the world. And the year 2000 would be the first season that SGA and Shaq are favorites to win a championship, as they take out the Warriors and continue to dominate through the Western Conference as Shai and Shaq click perfectly, where he finds Shaq for easy dunks and layups through his 5-game series win versus the Suns, playing Scottie Pippen and the Blazers. Whereas expected, the Lakers are far more superior to them, because even though they can lock up Shai, they have zero answer for Shaq. But the Blazers won't give up. Late in Game 6, guarded by Shai. Definitely a tough matchup for Gilgeous Alexander. Pippen, easy post work on the smaller defender. Shai has a screen from Shaq. Shai's going to take it inside. It's blocked. Huge possession for the Lakers. 4 seconds left here. He's going to pull a 3 and miss. Screen is set. Steve Smith gets an easy look as he misses. Shaq the rebound, and here comes Shai. Out to Rick Fox. Into Robert Horry. Can he finish? No. Steve Smith into Sabonis. Is blocked by Shaq. Scottie puts it up, misses. Wonderful defensive effort from both teams, and the Lakers have a chance to ice the game. Here comes Shaq on the pick and roll. Shai for the icing on the cake. He misses again. 3 seconds. Scottie Pippen. Steve Smith, that is for the win. Misses. The Lakers are advancing to the NBA Finals, playing Reggie Miller and the Pacers, where after the nerves settle in for Shaq and Shai, they realize that this is just like any series as they hold a 3-2 lead and have a chance to win ring number 1 late in Game 6. Lakers trying to win their first championship on the away course. Shai taking it inside. Tough bucket is good. Screen is set. Rose. That is for the tie. Big time shot is missed. Chance for the Lakers to ice the game right into SGA for a slam dunk. One more stop and it's looking over here for the Pacers. Tough bucket is missed. And so SGA and Shaq are officially NBA champions as Shaq lifts up his first Finals MVP. After this duo in LA wins their first ring together, Shai rises to a 93 overall, and things have never been better. Whereas expected in 2001, the dominance of Shaquille O'Neal would continue as he wins his second MVP. Meanwhile, Shai has a huge jump in his stats as he settles into his role as the number 1 scoring option in just his 5th season, passing 10,000 career points. Whereas Shaq continues to get better, the real story is how this Lakers team is 10 times more dominant than last year's team. And the reason is because Shai has gotten so much better, as they're able to sweep the Rockets, and just like last year, the second round would be a very easy series as they shut down a young Dirk Nowitzki and the Mavericks, reaching the conference finals after only dropping 1 game. Rematching Tim Duncan and the Spurs. And even though the Spurs tried their hardest, it would still be the Lakers holding a 3-1 lead. But San Antonio won't give up, late in Game 5. Screen is set from Horace Grant. Shai wants it. He's pulling up an easy mid-range and misses. He misses a lot of those easy buckets. Johnson goes right into Tim Duncan. Kind of a mismatch here. Post fade away. He's missed. Mid-range. Good. This one is good. Into Tim Duncan. Tough shot is missed. Good defense from Horace Grant. Now it's Rick Fox. Shai driving inside on Avery Johnson. Another pull-up mid-range. He started to take over with the midi. 3-point game. Oh, it's stolen by Horace Grant. And that should be game. And so SGA and Shaq are headed back to the NBA Finals, playing Allen Iverson and the Sixers. And I'm sorry, Iverson fans, because apart from him, this 76ers team is trash and has zero chance at even winning a single game versus this duo in LA, as they take a 3-0 lead and complete the back-to-back as they sweep and win the finals after only dropping one single game. As SGA and Shaq collect their second ring, because Shai was a huge part of this championship, he rises to a 97 overall. And this is where his career becomes a little different than Kobe's, because in 2002, Shai would go from a solid all-star to an absolute superstar and face of the league, and he is now the best player on the team, winning an MVP. Meanwhile, Shaq is a little upset, but as long as he keeps winning rings, he is happy. Where they once again play the Golden State Warriors in round 1 as they completely destroy them in an easy sweep, going up against the Timberwolves led by Kevin Garnett, where they are hungry to three-peat in the NBA Finals as they take them down and reach a third straight conference final, playing Chris Webber and the Kings. The Lakers taking a 3-2 lead in a tough series. Game 6 going down to the wire. Into Chris Webber. Webber deep in the post, trying to take it in on Robert Horry. That's good defense. Webber gets his own rebound with the left hand. Shaq comes and sets a screen and then rolls. They go to Shai in the post. He has a smaller defender on him. Post fade away is good. Robert Horry on him. Behind the back from Webber. Webber spins. Tough shot is good. Driving in on Bibby now again. Once again, forces one up. That's good defense this time from Bibby. 4 seconds now. Mike Bibby. They're going to have to make a move. Lakers are playing some lockdown defense. Bibby, that's a tough shot for the tie. Good. Taking the lead. I don't know why I said tie. Trying to take it in on Bibby. He's not really letting it. Maybe give it to Shaq. It's not working, Shai. Get the ball out of your hands. He's going to force one up and put it in. It works for him. 8 seconds here. 7 seconds on the clock. Screen it comes from Page. 3 seconds. It's going to be Mike Bibby taking this big shot. That is for the win. Misses. This game is going to overtime. In overtime, it's the Kings who take care of business, forcing a huge winner-go-home game. This Game 7 would come down to the last minute. Rick Fox. Shaq comes and sets a screen. Fox, that's a big-time three. No good. Peja Stojakovic. Spins. Blocked. He's going to try to go all the way, drawing the foul. Chris Webber. Shaq completely locking up Chris Webber. Then he gets the switch on Derek Fisher. The Lakers are playing lockdown D. Here's Shai all the way to the basket. Mid-range. 8-point lead with a minute remaining. And so SGA and the Lakers are headed back to the NBA Finals, going up against Jason Kidd and the New Jersey Nets. The Lakers holding a 3-1 lead with Game 5 going down to the last shot. 3 seconds on the shot clock. That's a bad pass, but actually good pass as Derek Fisher gets an easy layup. See if Shai can lock up Jason Kidd. That's good defense. Shai fouls him. Shaq comes and sets a screen. Shai, the pull-up midi is missed. Jason Kidd spins. Tough shot is good. Tying up the game. For the Los Angeles Lakers, he's been in this position many times, and we haven't really seen him get the better of his defender. Shai, that is for the lead. Buckets! This time, he knocks it down. One stop, and the Lakers are officially a dynasty here. Jason Kidd, 2 seconds. Play that good D. That's for the tie. Misses. Tis the Los Angeles Lakers. Shai and Shaq are three-peating in the NBA Finals. And this would also be very different from Kobe, as Shai wins his first Finals MVP. After three-peating in the NBA Finals, where this time he's the best on the team, Shai rises to a 98 overall. And his career is starting off incredibly different compared to Kobe Bryant in real life. Because in 2003, Shai has one of the best individual seasons of all time, passing 15,000 career points and winning a second MVP. Shaq remaining in the first team All-NBA. Sadly, though, this year feels different, and it seems like Shaq is upset that he is not the star player, once again playing Chris Webber and the Kings. And this year, it's different, as they go down 3-2. Lakers facing elimination late in Game 6. They go into him. It's almost stolen. Shai had a lane. I don't know why he didn't take it. He's bodying Mike Bibby in the paint for an easy lefty hook shot. Mike Bibby has it in his hands, sizing up Shai. Gets Shai leading a little bit. 5 seconds here. 4 seconds. Mike Bibby for the midi. Missed. Shaq deep in the post. Let's see what Shaq can do with it. 4 seconds. Shaq gets to the line. That's not really what we want to see. Of course, missing free throws. Again, we did not really want to see Shaq foul baiting out here. He does have 27 points and 50 rebounds, though. Screen comes from Vlade Divac. Webber all the way. Gets the and one with the chance to make it a two-possession game. Down 2 possessions. He's going to have to make a big move here. I don't know what he's doing in the paint. That's a tough shot. Misses. Chris Webber the rebound. Now it's Peja. Webber has it. 3 seconds. Blocked by Shaq. 12 seconds left. They need a bucket. Derek Fisher. Out to Shai. Back out to Robert Horry now. Shai. 4-3. Misses. And it looks like the Kings are going to be taking out the Lakers in 6 and ending the dynasty. After surprisingly losing in round 2, Shai remains at a 98. And the Lakers bring in Karl Malone and Gary Payton, creating what might be the first super team. But sadly, Shaq is starting to look demotivated as he slowly begins to exit his prime. As for Shai, he is still more motivated than ever as he continues to put up great numbers with the Lakers, where he is on a quest to win his 4th ring, completely dominating the Clippers in a sweep. And while the new additions to the team are definitely out of their prime, they help them keep that championship mentality as the Lakers continue to breeze past the first 2 rounds, only dropping 1 game, playing David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and the Spurs. The Lakers holding a 2-1 lead and can go up 3-1 late in Game 4. Tim Duncan comes and sets a screen. Tony all the way. Tough bucket is good. Here comes Shaq. Screen is set. Spins on Tony Parker behind the back now. That's a beautiful pass to Shaq. Can he finish? No. Gets his own rebound, though, but gets fouled. 2K really has Shaq making free throws. It's just so unrealistic, but we'll take it. One more stop, and I think this game might be over. Tony. Screen is set. 3 seconds here. Tough bucket is blocked by Shaq. Here comes Malone now. Into George. He's going to go all the way for the layup. 7-point lead with 30 seconds remaining. And so the Lakers take a 3-1 lead. As the Lakers go home, it's an easy blowout. And they are back in the NBA Finals. This year playing a stacked Detroit Pistons team. And Detroit is playing very physical. And Shai is upset that he's not getting the calls he wants. But the Lakers won't give up late in Game 6. Once again, the Lakers dynasty is in jeopardy. For sure this time. Rasheed Wallace sets a screen. Billups, kick in, dunk. Shaq comes and sets a screen. Shai driving inside, trying to keep his team in the game, looking for a foul. Rasheed Wallace comes and sets a screen. Shai playing some good help defense, but Chauncey Billups and this Pistons team is just unstoppable right now. Shaq sets a screen. Shai driving inside, drawing the foul, and one. Continues to carry the team on his back. Gary Payne, double team comes. They're trying to force that turnover. Ben Wallace, they foul him. Smart play from the Lakers. Shaq sets a screen. Shai, 15 seconds, post fade away, misses. And so sadly, it will be back-to-back tough seasons for Shai and the Lakers. And Shaq is seriously questioning his position on this team. Where in the offseason, he takes his talents to South Beach, leaving Shai all alone in LA, where Shai's first season alone doesn't go too well, as he does put up a solid 27 points a night, but the team is struggling as they miss the playoffs. Luckily, though, he does lock in the offseason as he rises to a 98 overall, where in 2006, SGA is looking for vengeance, passing 20,000 career points and putting up monster stats on his way to another MVP, playing Duncan, Parker, and the Spurs. Shai locking into the best of his ability and stealing a 3-2 lead. Game 6, though, will go down to the wire. 45 seconds. Shai's now all alone in LA, but he wants to at least attempt to make a deep run in the playoffs. Here comes Shai driving in on Tony Parker. That's tough. Tough bucket is good. Look at Shai go. 4-point game. Oh, it's stolen by Shai. Big time defensive effort, and that should be game. And so the Lakers are stealing a victory versus the Spurs, playing Steve Nash and the Suns. This series all tied up at 2 apiece, but the tie must break late in Game 5. See if they can make a run. Luke Walton is going to go all the way for the layup. Okay. Amari Stoudemire comes and sets a screen and rolls. Good defense, but Sean Marion draws the foul. Shai driving in on Nash. Pull up mid-range. Good off the bounce. He continues to carry his team on his back. They're going to need a stop, though. Great defense from Odom. Can he stop him, though? And that's a great pass to Amari Stoudemire, who gets a slam dunk. Shai's going to have to make a quick move here before the shot clock is turned off. Driving inside, drawing the foul. But he has a very tough challenge ahead with the Suns, as he misses the free throw. Now they definitely need a stop. Thomas driving inside, just breezes past his defender like he's not even there. And so the Suns take a 3-2 lead and clearly are the far superior team and are the number 1 seed for a reason. Shai's season ending earlier than expected. Luckily, though, Shai will not roll over and give up, because as he turns 30 years old, he is about to enter his all-out prime. And regardless of how his team is doing, he is still the unanimous best player in the world as he wins yet another NBA MVP. This year, Shai has never looked better as he dominates the Golden State Warriors basically all alone, taking them out in 6, once again playing Steve Nash and the Suns, where SGA has somewhat figured out Phoenix. Defensively, they have no real answer for the best player in the world as he takes a 3-2 lead. Game 6 will come down to the last minute. Steve Nash in the post now. Screen comes from Amari Stoudemire. He hits it. Nash, great pass to Amari, drawing the foul. Shai driving inside on Nash. Tough bucket, tough defense from the Phoenix Suns. And here's Boris Diaw now. Back out to Bell. Screen is set. Big time three-pointers missed. Evans into Lamar Odom. Kicks it out to Shai. They're double team. We're trying to force the turnover. Shai wide open. Evans for 3. 7-point lead, and that's the icing on the cake. And so the Lakers are making a huge upset as they take down the Suns in 6, playing Tim Duncan and Tony Parker once again. Shai carrying his team as he takes a 2-1 lead. Game 4, though, would be a Shai masterclass. Evans now, kick out to Shai. Shai 4-3, misses. Ginobili, he's going to take it all the way. Great pass into Brown as he gets an easy layup. Now it's Luke Walton, 3 seconds. Get it out of his hand. Shai forces one up and misses. Tony driving, drawing the foul. Shai looking to take the lead here. Taking it inside, bodying Tony Parker to take the lead. This is going down to the last shot. 3 seconds. Tim Duncan for the win. Misses. The Lakers are taking a 3-1 lead. After that blockbuster game, all the momentum is on the Lakers' side as they blow out San Antonio in Game 5 and reach the NBA Finals. This year, playing a young LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And this series is the best player in the world versus the second best player in the world, as LeBron and Shai go head-to-head, the more experienced Lakers taking a 3-2 lead. Shai has a chance to win it all late in Game 6. LeBron in the post, bodying his way up and in. He's unstoppable. Here's Shai. His post move. Post hook is missed. LeBron now That is a deep three. Misses. Tough shot. Cavaliers foul. Last chance opportunity for the Cavs. Kick out to Wesley. He is going to pull a contested three and miss. And so SGA has proved the doubters wrong, where he is now an NBA champion, finally winning one without Shaq. After carrying the Lakers to an NBA championship, Shai is officially a 99 overall, and he has a new teammate, and his name is Pau Gasol. Where in 2008, Shai is looking to go back-to-back in the NBA Finals once again, as he balls out with Gasol right by his side, averaging a solid 20 points. And SGA finally feels like he is secure on this team, because it's been so long since he's had an all-star next to him, and it feels like he's back playing with Shaq as they sweep through the Hornets and continues to light up the Western Conference, completely shutting down Yao Ming and the Rockets. Playing Carmelo Anthony in the Nuggets, where Melo is very inexperienced as he goes down 3-2, where as expected, the Lakers reached the finals without breaking a sweat. Playing Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, KG, and the Boston Celtics, where this brand new super team in the East is virtually unstoppable. Shai having a ton of problems with them as he takes a 3-2 lead. The Celtics do have a small lead late in the fourth. Back out to Pau Gasol now. Now it's Trevor Ariza. 4-3 misses. Kevin Garnett grabs hold of the rebound, and here he comes. Garnett out to Ray Allen. Now it's Kevin Garnett all the way to the basket. Terrible defense on the Lakers side. Driving. Tough bucket is missed. They're just locking up Shai Gilgeous right now, putting on a clinic. Ariza on him. They have a chance to honestly ice the game. Ariza, Paul Pierce inside. Tough bucket is missed. Rebound Shai. Here he comes, storming down the court at Shai Gilgeous Alexander. Pull up. Mid-range is good as he keeps his team in the game, but they already foul. It's not looking too good for the Lakers. And so the Boston Celtics shut down SGA and the Lakers. And this is Kobe's second finals loss. As Shai turns 31, he realizes he doesn't have that much time to pass MJ in NBA rings. But luckily, he is still very much in his prime, where 2009 would be one of his best seasons yet, as SGA passes 25,000 career points and is getting closer and closer to the top 10. As he wins yet another MVP. And this year, Shai is doing everything possible to win his fifth NBA title, playing a young Thunder team as they destroy them in a sweep. But I'm sure there'll be a challenge for us in the future. Either way, the Lakers take down the Spurs in 6 as well, once again playing Carmelo and the Nuggets, where this year Melo is far more experienced, keeping the series close, but Shai can reach the finals late in Game 6. The fourth quarter. What is this lineup Denver's running? They don't have Melo in the game as Shai draws a foul. Carmelo Anthony's not really doing much. He's just in the corner. That's for the lead from Billups as he misses. Shai driving in on J.R. Smith. Tough bucket. That is just gorgeous from Shai Gilgeous Alexander. Fareed, that's Nene. That's a big-time three. This time, Billups hits it. Gasol is going to come set a big body screen. That's a crazy shot. That's a crazy shot. Shai this time. He wants it. Great cut. Gets an easy slam dunk. 3-point lead here in Denver. 4 seconds here. Great cut from Kenya Martin. I got the hiccups. My commentating's all off. This is for 28 points. Oh, he misses one. Carmelo Anthony with it. Out to Chauncey Billups. Driving in for the tie. Misses. 5 seconds here. It's pretty much over. Jones. Tough three is missed. The Lakers are heading back to the NBA Finals, playing Dwight Howard and the Orlando Magic. And SGA and the Lakers take a very comfortable 3-1 lead and clearly are the best team in the world, where Shai is now officially a 5-time NBA champion. But just like Kobe, SGA is never satisfied and is hungry to tie his idol Michael Jordan, where in 2010 it's clear he is getting older, as his stats do take a hit. But luckily, he is still one of the best players in the world. And he is more hungry than ever to finally win 6 NBA titles and possibly be considered as the GOAT, as they beat the Clippers in a sweep, and the Spurs have nothing on this Lakers team as they lose in 5, playing Steve Nash and the Phoenix Suns, where Shai has a ton of experience beating the Suns as he holds a 3-2 lead, and he is back in the NBA Finals for a third season in a row, rematching this God Squad in Boston. But this year it's different, as SGA holds a 3-2 lead, and Shai can tie MJ late in Game 6. Garnett is cutting in. What is this lineup they're running? They got Jordan Farmer guarding Garnett. I don't know if this is just a switch. I don't know why he's taking a post fadeaway. It does work well, though. Bryant sets a screen. Shai, pull up midi. Bang! Easy money for Shai Gilgeous Alexander. He's got 34 and 10. Ray Allen sets a screen. I don't see Paul Pierce here. I do see Garnett. He's feasting in the paint. I don't know how he's not scoring on Farmer, though. 4 seconds. Shai actually playing good defense. Kick out Rasheed Wallace. That's a tough three. Is missed. Kendrick Perkins the rebound and misses as well. 3 seconds. What is Lamar Odom doing? He's just forcing up a tough three and knocks it down. You have got to be kidding me. And so SGA has officially won 6 NBA championships as he ties his idol Michael Jordan, and he might be the greatest player of all time. At 33, Shai has accomplished everything he has ever wanted, where in 2011 his stats do take a pretty big hit, but he does pass 30,000 career points, entering the top 10 as they shut down the Los Angeles Clippers in 6, playing Dirk Nowitzki in the Mavs. And Dirk is currently in his all-out prime, keeping a 3-2 lead. Game 6, though, will go down to the last minute. They go to Shai, deep in the posted. Shai Gilgeous. Dirk comes in, post hook, misses. 4 seconds left here. JJ Barea, pull-up three-pointer, misses. Trying to body Jason Terry, not really working. Meta World Peace or Ron Artest open as he misses. 13 seconds here. JJ Barea hits a screen. Dirk Nowitzki, they're running a play for him. What a terrible defensive effort as Dirk gets an easy bucket for the 6-point lead. And so this new age Lakers dynasty could be coming to an end as Shai drops to a 95 overall with age. But he does pass Wilt Chamberlain on the all-time scoring list, continuing to own the San Antonio Spurs, playing a new duo, Westbrook, KD, and the Thunder. And this Thunder team is hungrier than ever and is ready to take that next step as they take an easy 2-1 lead. Game 4 going down to the wire. Westbrook driving inside, pull-up mid-range is missed. Here we go. One more push for Shai and the Lakers. He's been on this team his whole career. He's tired. He's much older now. Playing against a young Thunder team. Ariza, big-time three-pointer. Knocks it down. Screen comes. Russ driving inside, forcing his shot up. Great defense from Shai. Great defense from Gasol. Shai pushing it. 4 seconds. Inside. Shai Gilgeous Alexander has still got it. Will the Thunder choke? They were just up 6. With just under 2 minutes left, Westbrook gets to the basket for the and one. Westbrook on him again. This is probably the last chance for the Lakers. He picks up a dribble back out to Luke Walton for the midi. Misses. And so the Thunder take a 3-1 lead, heading back home and wiping out the Lakers, whereas Shai turned 35, he realizes there's not much more he can do, as he does pass Dirk on the all-time scoring list, but right before the playoffs, he tears his Achilles, and the Lakers miss the playoffs. As Shai continues to rehab, his team is terrible, finally coming back from injury where he announces his last dance, as he passes Michael Jordan on the all-time scoring list, as he retires as a 6-time champion, 4-time MVP, and number 4 on the all-time scoring list. Check out the 2 videos on the screen right now. Bye!